This log's got a giant knot in it, and while I'm slowly working it apart, I don't know, I may end up busting the maul before long. See that crack right there in the maul? It's just getting bigger. There's already a chunk that's been taken out of it from stress, and so the blade lands on that hard wood that's got a knot in it, and it just bounces, and then the vibration just slowly cracks these. We've gone through a couple of these already, well, at least one of them already over the years. I don't know if they last longer than like a hickory handled maul or not, but yeah, I don't know if that's gonna make it. We'll see if we can split this log. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to last all that much longer. I mean, it lasted a few years, but it gets a lot of use, hard use. So we got a couple days, maybe a day and a half of rain coming. And so right now the water's, I mean, the land's just saturated with water. And most of the tanks are pretty full. You can see the boys over there. They're cleaning some tools because they put them back dirty. I made them go clean the tools. Caleb, come on. And so the sheep and the cow are over here. And let me show you this. The sheep, most of them are really pregnant. They are really about to give birth, drop lambs. In a couple days, tomorrow night, tonight's not gonna be so bad, but tomorrow night, it's going to be down to probably close to, I don't know, 10 degrees, 15 degrees. And so I'm really hoping the lambs don't show up tomorrow night or the night after. It's going to be really cold. Yeah, I know, girl. And so right now their pen is just a muddy, muddy mess. Muddy, muddy mess. I don't know if you can see. It's just a muddy mess in there. And so they're wasting more hay than they're actually eating. They pull it out and then they step on it and they eat some of that too, but I mean, it's just a muddy mess in there. But at least they kind of lay down in this area where they're wasting a lot of their food. They still eat most of it out of the trough, but man, it's a muddy mess in there. And it was that way last time we had lambs. It was just really wet in there. So what I do is I bring a bunch of straw over here, and there's a cage inside in there in the corner, and that cage keeps them dry. And she's trying to get to the camera. Hi, girl. Hi. Hi, girl. Yeah. And so that's where they lamb, and then I lock them in that cage for about 3 days, and I just do what Chris over at Shalom Acres told me to do. That's what he does with his lambs. Basically give the mother all the food she wants for a couple days, and then just keep her and the lambs in there together, locked up, keep them dry, keep the ground they're on dry, and then just let them get to know each other and make sure the lambs are nursing well before I let them out. And so what I did last year, it was so wet in here that I had this paddock here just for them, just for the moms and the lambs, so that they could go out and be somewhere dry, because it was the mud here was so deep that I was worried one of the lambs might die, because I mean they were so small and I didn't want them getting buried in the mud or getting stepped on in the mud by the cow or one of the other sheep. And so I may do that again this year, because it's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. If we get lambs here sometime in the next day or so, I'll put them in this paddock, because they'll have that shelter. That's a really good shelter, that tree right there. and they'll be able to stay dry and be under the care of their mother and not have to contend with the mud for the first few, you know, days or weeks of their life. But yeah, it's really muddy in there right now. This is kind of keep them in this corral area so that they can just lay off of the paddocks during the winter time so that they can rest, the paddocks can rest. But I will put them out there in this paddock if I have to. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on right now on the homestead. There's not a lot. It's winter time, you know. You're just kind of trying to get the garden ready for next spring and keep the animals happy and keep them fed. You know, the more food they eat keeps them warm at night, so full stomachs make a warm sheep. And so I'll go ahead and continue to just give them the hay. I got to order some more hay because we went through 3 bales already. And so I think another 3 bales will probably get us through winter and get us on the other side of March or April. And we'll be able to go from there with, you know, the grass. The grass will start growing back, and we can start putting them on the paddocks and just releasing them on the homestead in different areas and let them eat that grass. So that's what we got going on right now. And yeah, it just is what it is. It's wintertime. And wintertime sucks. I like the winter because I like being without the bugs. I like being without the weeds and the poison ivy. But you know, if you're an animal living out here, you know, it's harsh. It's harsh. So it is the way it is. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. She's such a good cow. So we'll do another video on her coming up soon because she's a whole other bunch of drama. She's a good girl, though. Yeah, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so friendly, too. She just loves it when you scratch her ears. All right, guys, that's it. See you next time on the homestead. Bye.